Good afternoon, Hawks. Students from the DCTV 2 class have prepared an exciting show full of unique and exciting segments.
We have sports, news, and entertainment on this week's episode of DCTV Blue.
Welcome to DCTV Blue. For this week's episode, I'm your host, Avery Thompson.
And I'm her co-host, Rowan Conn.
The halftime shows at football games always amaze me. After the show, I always wonder what happens behind the scenes to make the show come to life. This week's episode of What's the Buzz will definitely answer some of those questions.
Hello, DCHS. This is your favorite show from the weekly segment. This is What's the Buzz? I am one of your hosts, Brandon Vermillion, and like I said, we're going to be focusing on fine arts for this episode. In specifics for fine arts, we're going to be talking about the marching band, who comes here for majority of your halftime shows and plays their 24 to 25 season show, Taking Flight.
This is Adam Bess, band director at Decatur Central High School.
Mr. Halstead.
I'm Desiree Rojas.
We're here with Adeline Blake.
Here with Kayleigh Adams.
My name is Brennan.
My name is Jackson Jones.
We asked them many questions, and here are some of their answers.
Marching season's going well so far. Our show's called Taking Flight. So it's kind of a bird theme and uses like wind and air as thematic elements for the show.
Camp was good. Lots learned. Came a long way from June, which was great.
I think this marching season is going to go pretty well. I think we have a pretty good chance of doing some good things at comps.
I like the story to it. Last year was just windows.
And the last year's show was more of like the motifs on like stained glass, like an object. Whereas this year we're exploring the idea of like the concept of taking flight, and the student performers get to emulate that concept visually in a different way.
I think people should join Marching Band. Automatically, I'm a senior, so I've been here for a little long. It's been a long time, feels like. But it's really fun. Like, I've met some really cool people, especially at the beginning of my freshman year.
The band is a great place for people to learn employability skills, showing up on time, being dependable, having some work ethic, being a member of a team and supporting other people that are on your team. All those things we teach you in the band department, whether you play an instrument, spin a flag, play a drum, those skills you learn just by being a part of our classes and programs.
Hello, DCHS, and again, I was your host for What's the Buzz this week. Last time you saw us, it was Maddison Joseph covering clubs. What's the Buzz? If we didn't make it clear, we're just gonna go through what was the most popular occurring event. Like sports, your football team, the marching band or the choir, or clubs. So, if that's what your little flow is, let us know, and we will cover it. That was marching band with Mr. Bess and Halstead. We hope you liked it, and that's all we have for you today. That was What's the Buzz.
It's always so amazing to see what different extracurriculars do in this school.
Band is a great example of an extra school program that doesn't get enough recognition. If you'd like to see more from the band, come watch their competition at Brownsburg this Saturday.
Next up, we have a truly terrifying horror movie from Channel Hawks.
Do we be? I think we should, because he haven't come since last week, and that was like on Wednesday that like we went there.
Do you think something happened?
I think so. I feel like he could.
Greg, where are you? Gregory, where are you?
That was terrifying. I don't think I can ever walk down that hallway again.
It's just a movie.
This year, Indiana has passed a law ruling that phones are prohibited during all instructional time in school. DCTV Blue's Mass-Style News team set out to showcase the thoughts and feelings of students and educators about this new law.
A recent change in classroom that has rocked the student body of DCHS is a new statewide policy on phone use in the classroom. What was once something teachers would decide on their own is now a complete school-wide mandate you can't dispute. We're going to see what students and teachers alike think about this new norm.
What is my opinion on the phone policy? I actually believe it was great that we implemented the phone policy. I'm glad the state stepped in because it made it real for students, and I feel like that there's been a lot of engagement as well as not as much discipline as we felt that with the phone policy. I feel like students are actively engaged in classes, they're actually participating and learning more and actually enjoy the activities now that they cannot be on their phone.
Honestly, I don't really have a take on it because I don't bring my phone to school, but I mean, if I did bring it, I think it's stupid. All the people that I've heard around the school say that it's the dumbest rule besides the dress code that, is never actually on, and or the clear bags, which I understand, but are really stupid because I don't want people looking in my bag.
The phone policy as a whole, I think it was needed for education purposes. I think students were very distracted by their phone notifications because they just were constantly being alerted by things. And I remember multiple times I would be helping a student and things would even pop up on their iPad, just different communication, either text or DMs or whatever. And so I think, and when I was helping, like they would get it and then all of a sudden they'd get an alert and then it would distract them. And so it was just a constant battle with it.
Now that you know a few of the varying opinions on the policy, what do you think? Is it an unreasonable restriction to the freedom of the students or a valued way to keep the phone use in check? I'm AJ, and thank you for tuning to Mass-Style.
I hope the Indiana lawmakers will take into account the thoughts of current Indiana students and educators when making more laws.
The students and teachers at DCHS definitely had important thoughts on the issue.
Our DCTV1 students have been working hard this past week to create exciting news packages. This next package is what DCTV2 has decided was the best of those news packages.
Hi, my name is Jonte Wallace. I'm here with DCTV today, and we're talking about Cashmere Hicks and the football team of Decatur Central High School.
Really comfortable this year, and I'll say because it's my second year playing varsity, so I feel like I know what I'm doing, and we got a bunch of players that know what they're doing too. We got some veterans on the team, so I feel like we're going to be straight. We started football in like preschool, and why I started football was because my brothers played it, so I wanted to be like them, and I wanted to play it too.
That's a good question. That's what we're working for since last season ended. It was an awesome experience and great job by the class of 24 to get to the state championship. That's always a big accomplishment, but getting back isn't easy. So our kids have been working really hard in the off season and kind of came up with the motto 212 degrees, which is the point in which water boils. At 211, it's just hot. At 212, it boils. So they're going to do.
Yes, I think I will make it back this year if you practice and you work really hard
As of right now, I'm gonna say Kashmir Hicks. He's the best. You know, last game kind of carried us a little bit, 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
I feel like Kashmir Hicks deserves every offer in the world. He's number 7. 7 reasons why he deserves every offer in the world. Kashmir Hicks. That's Kashmir Hicks. Kashmir Hicks is Decatur Central.
Yeah, y'all players just gotta get healthy. Need better blockers, and the defense gotta step up.
So today, what I learned about Kashmir Hicks is he a good football player overall. The fans love him. Everybody loves him. And this is our outro for DCTV.
It's always fun to see how amazing DC students can be.
Kashmir's story certainly inspires me.
If you love seeing Kara learn the basics of color guard on DCTV Gold, then you'll love the second part of Arts in Action, where Lorelai learns softball.
Hi guys, so today we're going to be teaching Lorelai how to play softball just like she taught me how to play guard. You need to make sure that you get your arm up because you don't want to like keep it down here because then it's going to like go wherever. So keep it up here and step with the opposite foot that you're throwing with. So you would step, yeah, like that. Whenever you go to like throw, you want to stand like kind of sideways, your opposite foot facing this and then following through. But when you throw, you want to point your glove and then bring it to your chest. Yeah. And we're not going to worry about speed right now, just like the kind of mechanics.
Out and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are trying to make a fool out of her and I feel so bad. That was good.
Did you get that on camera? Yeah.
Like, roll you the ball, and when you do that, you'll want to step and then come up and go like that. Here, roll me it, and I'll show you how to do it.
Ooh,
like that.
okay.
All right, I think we can work on front hands and back hands now.
Okay.
So with front hands, your glove's obviously gonna be like this. And it's just gonna, here, toss me the ball, I'll show you. And you'll just kind of come up with it. Do is have my feet standing on this side and kind of just lunge down and get it. Yeah.
I might not be a pro.
Okay, so you're just, you're like kind of more standing like this. Just kind of stand like you know. And then just bend down at your knees.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so now Lorelai is going to test out everything that she learned today. Yeah, all right, and then we'll just do some grounders.
I thought that she was a really good teacher, and I didn't do as good as I thought I was going to, but it was a good experience.
I think I was a really good teacher. She just probably needs some like practice to get it down, but she did pretty good, I think.
This week's segments have been so good. What was your favorite, Avery?
I love that horror movie. It really made my hair stand up. How about you?
My favorite was Arts and Actions. It's so funny to see people learn something new.
Well, that'll be all for this week of DCTV Blue.
And this will be
Avery
and Rowan signing off.